1, 2, 3. Welcome all, welcome none, but most importantly, please welcome to the Two Minorities and No Jokes podcast. I am starving. There's a banana. It is out of frame. If you start seeing me eat something yellow, that's what it is.
Yep, that's the fruit, you know.
It is very early.
That's the motherfucking fruit.
It's early for me. It's like, what is it? Is it 12? Is it 12?
12:33.
That makes me sound so bad. But I didn't wake up at 12:33, just so anyone knows. Yes. I woke up at 11. It's still pretty late for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we back. What is this? Podcast. This is episode 8, isn't it?
I'm assuming so.
Is this the mythical episode after 7 that nobody makes it through?
We did it so many that I just lost track counting, dude.
Yeah, all those episodes, man. The dozens and dozens of non-existent episodes.
In my head.
In your head.
It's the voices telling me these things.
Exactly. We haven't recorded in a good week and a half.
Yeah, I got sick.
Yeah, Russell got sick. What day is it today? It is Monday, April 7th?
8th.
8th?
Yeah.
Today is the April 8th. So I'm supposed to get this shit up by tomorrow, which God knows how I'm going to do. Well, I can actually do it. That's cool.
Yeah. Dude, I want to say...
oh, fuck. I just scraped my head.
No, you're good. I want to say rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
I still do not know any songs.
I don't know. Man. I think this might be a little too soon, but like the whole week I've been just going around saying Ripsy Nipsey.
Ripsy Nipsey? That sounds horrible. That's like a joke someone would make about a dead rapper.
I'm so sorry.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Rip Nip. No disrespect, man. Rip Nip, dude. Seriously. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like, I mean, I listened to this guy. Never have I ever listened to this guy. I skipped over every single song.
Not gonna lie.
I skipped over every single song that came on Spotify. I was like, oh, who is this dude? And then I just skipped over. Like, I skipped over his life.
But hey, apparently he had
Yeah, I heard he was a good guy.
Yeah, apparently he was really good. Yeah.
I heard he was like a great person.
Apparently he was a really good community man. He cared about the community, which is what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, and then
I didn't know anything, but apparently he was a good man. Like,
yeah, man. Like I look back, I tried to listen to his music again, and honestly, I still don't like his music at all.
Dead or not?
Not maybe one song.
Dead or alive, we still don't like his music.
I like him. I like him as a person when I read about him, but that doesn't make me like his music, dude.
Yeah, honestly, honest. I respect the man, but I still don't like. I've listened to a couple songs, still don't like it.
I mean, I never found an artist. I know everyone, when Lil Peep died, everyone was like, yo, kind of like his music and everything, but not me, man. I mean, I like Lil Peep though. I liked him before, but we were gonna go to his concert before he died. Remember? It was $20.
That's what you thought.
Oh yeah,
dude, I would want Lil Peep. I never liked his music.
Peep.
Never.
I liked him. I like that emo. You like X, but you don't like Lil Peep.
There's a huge difference.
I guess.
There's a huge difference between something like Riot, where he actually...
Riot.
What?
The song by X?
Yeah. Remember that when he posted the music video for Look At Me?
Oh, yeah.
And it was a whole different music
song.
video. Yeah, that's what it is. It was Riot. That's the song. There's a difference between that type of song and then just someone talking about being on drugs. And just being sad because his girlfriend broke up with him.
Yeah, Lil Peep had a lot of problems. I think I liked his music though. And then everyone started liking his music afterwards. But
yeah, exactly.
I think the two celebrity deaths that got me were Robin Williams and Mac Miller. Yeah, I
don't really care about Mac. I cared about X more than dude. X had me crying. That's still. It just fucks me up that he got killed right next to where we're at.
It was literally 20 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
From where I live, but from where you it's maybe 30, 40.
So bad.
I know, it's crazy, man. They had the memorial at the BB&T Center, which was 20 minutes from my house too. And I had class, so I couldn't go.
Yeah, I wanted to go. I wanted to skip class and go, but Russell said no.
Because I had a calculus test.
He always has some shit going on.
I had a big calculus test.
Anyway, man. I was on YouTube. I'm changing completely. Just 180 subject, but I was on YouTube and I was looking at these it was 5 a.m. And I was looking at just random videos that YouTube recommends to you. And there was this thing called Rogue Waves. Do you know what these are? Rogue Waves?
Rogue Waves? Are they beach sounds?
No.
Soothing beach
What
ASMR?
They were apparently throughout the years, there have been many fisherman tales and things of the like where they talk about a rogue wave or a monster wave. And it was thought to be just mythological.
Okay.
But then one day in the 70s, I believe, They had a cargo boat that was around twice the size of the Titanic, and it was supposed to be unsinkable. And one day it went off, I think, the Mediterranean Sea, around the Mediterranean Sea, and it just never appeared again. And there was a 6 nationwide, like the U.S., England, Germany, and a bunch of other countries started giving out boats, airplanes, helicopters, anything to try to find this fucking thing. They were trying to do a rescue mission to find it.
Mm-hmm.
Like weeks passed, and the only thing they were able to find was one life jacket, and I think they found a piece of the hull.
What year was this?
I think the 70s.
The 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what scientists always thought was that there was no such thing as rogue waves or monster waves. They think that you could be able to predict the size of waves. So most ships are like built to stand 20-foot waves or 30-foot waves at max. And eventually he starts saying bigger and bigger waves, but a rogue wave is something that is double the size, I believe, of a normal wave, and it happens all the time.
So it's like 50 feet, maybe.
Well, no, it's
60?
It's by any means like a rogue. I believe is just it's out of the norm, and they're saying
like
that
a
it happens
tsunami
all the
kind of
time.
thing.
Well, not really, because tsunami has a lot of force. This is just
yeah, that's
extremely
true. Just
high. Yeah, tall. And he was saying that the largest one he's saying like, yeah, sometimes they can get up to 160 feet high.
Oh shit, that's more than I expected.
Dude, that's 45 to 60 meters. And he also said something that blew my fucking mind at the end of the video. He was like, the inverse can also happen.
So there's an underground wave?
Yeah, it just like it's like a
terrifying.
lack of water.
Like currents, just really big.
Can you
currents.
imagine? You're just like you get on a wave and then all of a sudden you're free falling for 40 feet.
That's why I don't trust the ocean, dude.
Dude,
Another
another reason to never
don't
be on
go
a
in that
cargo
ocean.
ship. Fuck that. Fuck all those like lobster. What's it called? The deadliest catch? No fucking way. There's no way.
Nah, man. Like, dude, I think the last time I was scared of the ocean or frightened me for a bit, I was in the ocean when I was like maybe like 10, and I saw a little stingray in the ocean.
That scared you?
Yeah, I didn't go in the ocean for like, yeah.
Why?
Because Steve Irwin died around that time,
yeah,
dude.
by a huge one in the middle of the Atlantic.
Bro, yeah, but like if I stepped on that shit, I've heard stories. If you step on a little stingray, stings you in the leg.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is to
lost
step on
your
one?
leg. Yeah, I almost did.
You don't lose your leg.
It was like a little baby one.
Dude, you don't lose your leg. You get they have, you know how they're kind of like long and flat?
Yeah.
They have a tail, and the tail's really long.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have kind of like spikes on it.
Yeah.
And when you if you step on them, it's like a shovel. It just immediately goes 90 degrees up and kind of like latches onto you.
Exactly. I don't want
But it doesn't take your leg off. It just hurts.
Dude, I was 10, bro. That's when my man's Irwin died.
I don't remember how Steve Irwin did it though.
He was fucking around, dude, and then he got stabbed in the chest. Remember that?
Damn.
Yeah, rest in peace, dude.
That's pretty sad.
He was a G.
It's the worst way to go.
No,
one of the worst
honestly,
ways to
dude,
go.
I liked him a lot.
I had a topic idea / question for you. What's the cutest thing, or like the nicest
Getting
thing?
gay.
It can backfire, but not necessarily.
Okay.
All right. That you've done for a girl, like we trying to, or where is it? Be try to impress her, go out of your way to be nice to her, like what?
Like for like my girlfriend.
No, or if you're trying to go out with someone, like you try to impress them, you know, you get
get
ready.
first impression.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Well, what's something you've done that you're like, I can't believe I did that to impress someone.
You can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on a little project for someone right now, and I guess like I'm making like this little origami thing. It's like a little jar, and I'm making like 100 origami stars, and putting it into a little jar. That's what I'm doing right now. And I was thinking about maybe making paper cranes or something. I think that's probably the cutest little thing I've done for a girl or something. You know, like that's probably what it is. Like a little jar of stars.
That's cool.
Yeah. What about you?
I was thinking of something that made me laugh the other day. That I remember my parents used to have this.
Oh, you had a whole story.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it before. My parents used to have a Nissan Murano. Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired. I'm yawning for no reason. My parents used to have a Nissan Murano. And back in the day, I didn't have my Jeep yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to ask for it. Like, you know, they're like, hey, can I use the car? I'd be like, yeah, sure. And I remember one day I went out with this girl. And I was like, I need to impress her. So I hand washed the Nissan Murano. It was like fucking, because there was no since we live in a condominium, we live in an apartment complex kind of, to a certain extent. There was no like hose that you can spray the car with.
Oh, okay.
So I had to go down and get the water manually, get the sponge, fucking do it. It was like 85, 90 degrees outside. Grueling. I did it the day before. I wake up the day of to go to class because I was going to take the car to class, and then she was at my school, so then we were going to go out. It starts raining in the fucking morning after I clean this car manually. It started raining. I pick this girl up, and then I take her back. She doesn't even change out of her uniform, dude.
Oh, wait. So, like, she didn't really, like, care in a sense? Or did she, like, not think that this was going to be special?
I mean, special is a really weird word, but yeah, like, she didn't change out of her uniform, nothing.
I hate that, dude.
But she then said later on that it was just because she didn't want to change, because she was like, she didn't want to be weird. I was like, all right, whatever. I changed out, I took her to this restaurant, this Italian restaurant, and I remember this girl. I was like broke at the time because I was a fucking high schooler. This girl asked for a $20 salad, like a $15-$20 salad.
Dude, just go outside and eat the fucking grass.
Bro, I remember I had to fucking. I was debating on whether or not to tell the story, because if I ever post this clip, she'll probably know who she is. But I remember that she ordered for $20 salad, and I was
told
like,
her no. You just said
no. I didn't notice. I was like, oh, she's gonna have a salad. She's a vegan.
Oh, she's a vegan.
Yeah, she's a vegan.
Oh, that's the problem.
And she was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have this, and I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just have some water and like the cheapest pasta you have.
Oh, that's
and dude, I remember then later she was like, yeah, whatever. She didn't even say thank you.
She didn't say thank you?
I don't remember.
Did she wait, were you trying to like get with this girl?
Yeah. I was like we were flirting, and I was like, hey, you want to go out one of these? She's like, yeah, sure.
Damn, what a spoiled girl. Dude, what the hell, dude? You still talk to her?
Occasionally.
Oh my god. Bring it up to her. Just be like, look.
No, I've never brought that part up to her. But the $20, like the $15-$20 salad was hilarious to me.
No.
It probably wasn't even $20. It was probably like, it was at least 14 though, I believe.
14.
It was anywhere from 12 to 15, I think. Yeah, it was insane.
What would they do after the salad? Like what else? They just handed you the salad?
Yeah.
They didn't like.
It was like this really like.
Or anything?
It was like this really elaborate like lettuce with tomato and cheese and like sliced up apples, like feta cheese on it.
Where was you at the Cheesecake Factory?
Dude, I was like at this Italian random restaurant. Like it was like, it's like the ghetto Olive Garden of
the ghetto Olive Garden. They're charging $14 a salad, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I can make a salad out of my garden outside.
Yeah, man,
dude.
I remember. And then at the end of the day, I ended up taking her back, and we basically never went out again.
Yeah, because you knew that you didn't want to spend $14
well,
on a
it was one
salad.
of the first times in my life where I was like, damn, like really? Like,
well, how old were you? Like 14, 15?
No, I was like
16,
17.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. You take a girl out and then you just be all expensive for her, and then you just
it was one of the first times in my life where I was like, really? Like, you didn't think about how weird that is to me? Because now, like, if I go out and I want to invite someone out, I can if I want to, you know, obviously to a reasonable extent.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel like women are much better now, at least in Cancun. They're like, oh, I'll pay for my chips or whatever.
Was she grateful?
I don't remember. Well, I don't need her to be like kissing my feet, because at the end of the day,
hey, thank you.
I did offer, but I don't remember. Like it was so long ago. But yeah, like nowadays, I feel like women have been better at that.
Yeah, and you were like maybe 16, 17.
17 probably.
17, yeah. Like back in those days, man, I had like similar experiences to that. Like just taking a girl out and then you just get whatever, and then you're just like, all right, like. You just kind of sigh. And
the thing that also got me is that it was a fucking salad.
Yeah, no, that pisses me off a little bit too. Man, how much was your pasta, dude? Like 14, 15?
It was cheaper than a salad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember that. It was cheaper than a salad.
See, this is why it's so expensive to stay healthy, man.
No, it's not. It's because she got the most expensive salad. Like, you could eat chicken and rice and be okay.
Yeah.
But this girl had a fucking salad with like the most expensive
were you
apple
kind of
on
like
it.
thrown off afterwards?
100%.
Because if a situation like that happened to me, I'd be kind of awkward. I'll be like,
The thing that got me is that she never acted like she was gonna pay. Like she went to the bathroom as the
Really?
check came. Yeah.
oh shit.
I was
Oh,
like,
shit,
damn.
dude.
And she's not missing any money.
What a slide.
Like she has
cunt.
money.
What a
But she still hit me with the, I'm gonna go
cunt.
to the bathroom real quick.
Oh my god. You should have just like, okay, I'll just leave the check here while you get back.
No, that's just, dude, I'm so embarrassed sometimes with that.
What,
I'll
you're gonna-
always pick up the check if I can, but
Oh,
I feel
of course.
like, yeah,
I mean,
but
that's like, you know, that's
the
just
only, like,
gratitude.
the only people I'll never pick up a check for unless I'm feeling generous is that sounds so bad.
Who?
Like my friends,
oh, okay.
if they're
yeah.
with me, I have invited my friends to eat just because I want to. But if I'm not trying to sleep with you or like at
Yeah,
least
no.
talk to you or get to know you, I feel like, I mean, there's no reason for me to be inviting.
Yeah,
you
man.
shit.
I'll say this, dude. Like, I think growing up, I don't know why. For some reason, I've always had like the need to like kind of offer to pay, even to my friends. Sometimes one of my friends in high school and stuff, like he grew up kind of poor. I mean, not poor, but like his parents didn't give him any money, so I would like treat him and everything because I like just hanging out with him. Like not a homosexual way, but like I'd probably offer to pay. 'Cause he was
For
going-
everything though? Like what is...
I mean, like the max thing I'd like we'd get is maybe like $10. That's the most I'll give him like to eat. I don't know if I'm being too generous or like letting people.
Well,
like,
no, I
take
mean, if you
advantage of
can,
me.
that'd be... Well, if is it that one dude?
Which one, dude?
You were just saying that it was
Yeah,
one
it was just
poor
one,
friend.
One nice.
Yeah, if
he
it's
was, like,
one
my
dude,
best friend
it's
at
okay.
that
But if
point.
you do that to everyone, then
Nah,
people are
son.
just ripping you the
No,
fuck
no,
off.
no, bro. I wouldn't let that shit happen to me. Nah, yeah, only my best friends I would like offer. If you needed money, like if we went to eat, like I'd offer.
Yeah, of course.
But I know you're making more money.
Of course. Wait, what?
You don't understand. I'm poor as
Yeah, of course. I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, women in general, though, if you're inviting someone out on a date and it's clear that it's a date, you should at least try to make the effort to look like you're gonna pay.
That's the thing, man. Excuse me. I've had a lot of friends in like relationships, and even me, man. I don't know about you, but like, dude, like my first relationship, like 2 years, man. I spent so much money. Because I was like maybe, like I would think I was like 16 to 18. That was the relationship. And I spent so much of my like money. I was working, and I spent like all my money on this girl.
Dude, relationships and just if you start partying and stuff like that. I told you I spent I don't even know if I want to say this on air. Last summer I spent over $1,000.
Over $1,000?
Oh, well over $1,000.
I mean, at least you're like acknowledging it, because if you're like, yeah, I spent like $1,000 last summer, it's not yeah. At least you're not like.
No, I'm not
that.
like, yeah, no. It was because it was also it was a lot more than $1,000.
Oh, for sure. I remember you told me.
A lot more than $1,000. But when I look back, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I should not have done that. It was one of the best summers of my entire life.
I mean, sometimes you
I
gotta splurge. I mean, not $1,000.
Thousands of dollars of splurge. But yeah, it was way too much money. Like an obscene amount of money that I look back and I'm like, wow, I could have done a lot with that money now.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's funny because I had a bomb ass time.
Hey, man, at least you learned from it. In a sense,
I had a
dude.
bomb ass
At least
time.
you're not like, let's do it again.
Yeah, no.
Let me think. I wanted to go talk about that thing about the girlfriend. I want to go back to that. Yeah, man, I was thinking like, dude, I don't know about you, but man, when I had my first girlfriend and like the person like I'm seeing now it's like you spend a lot of money, like you do. Like you always offer. I remember my first girlfriend. I remember like I started offering to pay and she would be like, no, but then she kind of got used to it, and then so like she wouldn't offer anymore, and then she would just expect it. You can't. I don't know. I know this one couple that they go Dutch, which is like splitting the bill,
50-50.
like all the time. They would do it every single time. Then they were together for like 2 years, and they would do it every time. Like they wouldn't pay for one another. Never.
That's not bad. I don't know why people feel like it's so weird, especially in Latin countries. A lot of dynamics are always like the man has to pay. Like I know a lot of friends who will say the man has to pay no matter what. There's no instance unless you like literally like lost your wallet, where the women should pay.
Yeah.
And in that case, you should invite her to like make her feel special, whatever. But I don't know. And then they apply it also not only to relationships, to everything in general. Just females should never pay. And I have no problem with the man should normally pay, but I feel like the girl should pay eventually, like something.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Especially if you're going into a relationship.
I remember who had a bit on this. This Mexican comedian, where he would be like, "Oh no, give me a second, haha, this is so embarrassing," and she'd be in her wallet, in her purse, trying to find her wallet, and you look at her like, "All right, I'm waiting," and she's like, "No, give me a second," and he's like, "I see your wallet right there." And that was the whole joke.
Your wallet.
She was like looking for her wallet as the check came, and the wallet was right in front of her. He was like, "Really?" And that's the whole point, that some people just fake. Like I also have a lot of Alan Harper type friends that like open their wallet like, "Oh, I forgot the money. I'm sorry," and like moths.
And he smiles at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh damn! And
there's
that smile.
Yeah, and nobody likes that type of man, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like nobody likes that type of woman either. I feel at least my last relationship, it would be more of a, if you have 100 and I have 200, we have 300. Like it was a mixture. Which, I mean, I guess the person who has more money ends up losing, but you still end up enjoying yourself if you look at it like that.
Yeah.
And you don't look at it like, oh, well, the woman has to pay this and the man has to pay.
Yeah, no.
That's when you start getting
dicey, dude. I mean, dude, you got to think of it like this, man. If you don't have no money, then you shouldn't be going out at all.
Yeah, dude, most people, I don't know why. Don't go out. Make dinners at your house. Do whatever you have to do, but don't.
Yeah, save your money. Then you can go out. You know, like treat yourself. You don't have to go out every time someone invites you out.
It baffles me the amount of people who will go out with someone and not know anything of their financial status.
Of course, and like I remember my cousin, the girl cousin, she was in a sorority, and I think she's out now, but she goes out a lot, and her friends are broke. Like she always tells me. I remember she told me once time like they were broke. Like her friends were broke, and like they were at a club and they brought drinks out, and then her friend pulls out a $5 bill and just tips the person. And she's like, "Bro, you're broke. What are you doing?"
Dude, I remember you out here last summer. I was I went to a bar / club, forgot the name of it, and we were drinking whatever, and then like I got home. Well, I wasn't drinking because I drove. But I went home, and I remember
clear that up.
Yeah,
I didn't drink.
I know this is when my career ends 8 years later. That someone finds that clip.
Cardi B.
Yeah,
Cardi B'd ya.
And yeah, so I got home, and I remember I was going to sleep, and my girlfriend at the time, I guess, calls me like crying, like because she had stayed there with my friends. When I say my friends, I mean everyone who graduated with me because we're all still friends. And it was like her and like 6 dudes and like a couple girls, and I was like, all right, I'm going to dip. I'm going to go sleep. And then I remember she calls me crying, saying that they basically left all like, out of the 6 people there, 4 of them left. And they just left the bill on them. She was like, I can't pay the bill. I don't have the money right now.
So what happened?
Like, dude, I had to drive at 4 a.m. all the way back to the club. It was like 20 minutes away. I like sped through. I was in my hoodie and pajamas. I gave her the money and I was like, God damn it, I just fucking left.
That's annoying, dude.
That's one of the most annoying moments.
That's why I don't leave the house. If you don't leave the house, you don't spend money. Mm-hmm. You don't, unless you have a laptop.
But I was referring more to like I feel like if you're in a serious relationship with someone, and you're like thinking of people. I don't feel like people just aren't. I feel like most people our age aren't thinking of the future. They're just thinking of like, oh, no, I like him right now. Yeah, I like him right now. So I'm saying, if you're 20,
I'll say this right before, like they're living with their parents mostly, and they're not paying like bills really. So they're just making money.
Exactly. If you're like 22, and you've been with someone for 4 years or 3.5 years, you should start thinking like, okay, well, if I want to be with this person for a lot longer, then we're probably gonna have to move in together. We're probably gonna have to do this or that. And if you want to move in with someone, you really should sit down with them and speak with them about their finances, because money is a huge. Anyone who says that money isn't a big, not problem, but issue, unless you're well off, is lying to you.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, money can divide marriages, families, businesses, anything.
And man, like that goes into everything. Like especially like looking for like a roommate or something. Like you like if you want to move in with like a friend, and you're like, yeah, what's up, bro? Let's move in. It's gonna be so much fun. But then your friend doesn't want to work, and you're not bringing that capital to like pay the rent. Then, dude, like it's gonna be a huge thing.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until he can't put up the fucking rent.
No, dude, like you need to make money, like you really do, and people just don't understand that at this age, because honestly, if you really think about it, if like these teenagers and like younger adults, they're making money but they're living with their parents or something, so they don't have to pay rent, electric bill, or water bills, or maybe even cell phone and car, maybe. Like some people, like you're basically on like a 6-figure income, basically, if you think about it. Because if
all of it goes to you.
And if you're working, if you're making like $1,000, like if you're making like, let's say $25,000 a year,
that's a lot of money for something.
Like a decent,
20,
decent. 25,000. Like
I don't know.
Maybe like
do you know anybody who does a full-time job at this age? Yeah.
Yeah, my friend. Well, he's like 22, 23, and he's a correctional officer.
Correctional officer?
Yeah,
they only make 25 grand.
No, he makes more. He makes like 50, maybe 40, 50.
At 22?
Yeah, 23,
shit. Where can I get that job?
Dude, go through, be a police officer.
Holy fuck! And he's 50 grand.
He's making like 40, 50, and he bought 2 places in 23. I mean, I own a place, but he owns 2. Like he owns 2 fucking apartments, and he's like remodeling it and renting it out.
That's insane.
Yeah, and he's I told you, he's like on the highest level in the correction building in Miami, and he dealt with Kodak Black when he was in jail. Like he used to talk to
That's
Kodak.
Cool as fuck.
Yeah, he used to talk to Kodak like every day. You know that Parkland shooter?
Yeah.
That shot up the high school.
What's his name?
Stoneman Douglas. I forgot his name.
Oh, we forgot.
I don't know. I'm losing. Like, I don't know. I got to keep up with my serial.
Our resident school shooting name dropper.
Keep up. Yeah, I got to keep up with my mass shootings. but yeah, he dealt with him. He told me, he doesn't talk at all.
Kodak doesn't talk?
No, Kodak talks. He talks to Kodak all the time. But that's when he was in jail, and then he was like, the shooters don't really talk. They're just quiet. They're crazy. They're fucking crazy.
You have to be crazy to fucking do that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. He gets in a lot of fights up there too.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, and
the correction officer.
Yeah. The correction officer. Oh, because they piss him off. I'm not gonna name names, but like he told me like one of the prisoners was like I think a nurse was coming in, and then one of the prisoners was just masturbating. He tried to come on the nurse or something, and he just got pissed and just whooped his ass. He just beat his ass.
That's fucking insane.
I know, because he was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Don't treat a woman like that. And then boom, 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 And then the prisoner sued him. But the thing is, like the whole like county and everything, like they deal with that. So technically he doesn't really get sued. They just
have bailout money for people like
they
that.
Like cover it,
That's interesting.
But he gets away with he's cool with it, But he just doesn't go into random cell and just start beating the shit out of everybody.
No, I hope not.
You'll get fired for that for sure.
I hope so. Jeez.
Yeah, I hope so.
But yeah, like I was saying, I just feel like if you're gonna move in with someone, you're gonna live with someone for the rest of your life, you really should speak about if they have any money first. And if they don't, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm not saying to look for people that only have money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that. If you're happy with someone and they're broke as fuck, then you can be broke together, no problem. Yeah. But don't expect to live with them all of a sudden and then like your housewife fantasies to come true, or
yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah, your trophy husband fantasies, because this is not gonna happen.
Dude, like honestly, like if you're really trying to find a good roommate, and you don't know anybody, it's basically like you're hiring somebody. You have to go through a whole like interview. You need to interview them.
Exactly.
Like my friend, what he does, how he found his roommate, he asked for like the last 2 like
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
Does anyone remember that? Do you remember that? Ask
I remember.
Jeeves.
It was a search engine, right?
Yeah, it was like Jeeves. What?
Man, that shit would slap these days.
Be like, what is coffee made out of, Jeeves? Before Google was invented.
Yeah, that shit was like the shit, dude. Jeeves needs to come back. I'm going on a tangent right now.
I wonder if that website exists.
Jeeves? Ask Jeeves? I'll look it up right now.
If anyone, please put Ask Jeeves 2004 and put images and see what happens. It was like this old dude.
God, look at this.
Let me see. Turn the video.
This is what I got.
Well, it's kind of what it looked like before back in the day. Also,
it's like a loud noise. We need an editor.
We need an editor. Right here, bitch.
I mean,
sitting in this chair right now.
We need a producer.
A producer.
Or engineer.
Bro, honestly, I was thinking if we ever get multiple camera angles, I don't know how I would. I feel like I'd be losing my mind.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know what
we would need like a TriCaster, and I would have to like I would individually have to press the buttons. Oh my god, bro!
Oh,
I'm gonna lose my mind before we have multiple camera angles.
I just looked it up. Ask Jeeves turned into just ask.com. I don't know if you used asked.com.
Ask.fm?
Ask.com.
Oh, .com.
Yeah, it used to be called Ask Jeeves.
That's cool as fuck.
That's pretty cool. I used ask.com, like, not rarely.
I've never.
Not recently, but yeah.
But Ask Jeeves is really cool.
Yeah. What were we talking about again?
I forgot completely.
Moving in? Moving in with somebody? Yeah,
moving in with somebody.
You really need to, we got on a tangent because I said ask. But
what else can I get? Oh, okay, I have something. Yeah. What tombstone quotes? Have you ever thought about this? What would you want to have on your lapid? I was thinking of funny ones.
Playboy Cardi.
And I think if you quote, "I'll get him next time," that's pretty funny. It's pretty fucking funny.
Damn, dude, you really putting me on the spot with these.
I don't know what else have I thought of. I've always thought of something. I've always thought if I die today, like if I just pass out right now and die. I feel like I really would want someone to quote something I said that they found comical.
Mission failed. We'll get them next
No, that's too like corny. I would want something that's sarcastic that I've said.
But I already bought the tickets. Is that kind of funny?
Something like that. Or like in Spanish, you could have puto el que lo lea. You know what that means?
Puto. I know what a puto is.
It's like if you read it, you're gay, and they send you a text message, and you're like, "Fuck," and you already read it. That would be funny if you have that on your gravestone. But I don't think the Catholic Church would like allow that.
I don't think a Catholic Church would allow that.
I wonder if that would be hilarious.
Probably have to freelance your your grave, man. Probably dig you up like in the.
Can you imagine like telling your mother like, "Sorry, mom, but you're gonna have to write fuck off on my gravestone, on my tombstone." I don't know what I would have. I would have something like that.
Would your parents like do that? Like, what if you died? Like, you told your parents like, "Yo, write fuck off on." Like,
I hope so.
Would they do it?
I hope so.
Even though it's like vulgar.
Fuck, do they care, dude? It was my dying wish. Who are they? Who are my parents?
What if you just said like
tell them to get my dying wish and be like, nah.
What if you just said like I don't really like African Americans. Like would they say that?
No, well that's just
would that be a bit?
I hope they wouldn't do that.
I mean, like, what if you ask that? Like, put that on my tombstone. Like, I don't like African Americans.
Dude, that's actually a good question. I wonder.
All right, speaking of African Americans, bro, I saw this like African American like dwarf or a midget or a small person, and I don't know, man.
Midget, no, a small little person. Little person. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I for some reason I saw him in the street and I just feel like I got some good luck, you know. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, like the leprechaun.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I saw him. I was like, wow, you really.
I don't think leprechauns can be black.
Oh,
can they? Can you look that up now? That sounded incredibly racist as it came out of my mouth.
You know, honestly, like if you really think about it,
they're all white. They're Irish.
They're Irish.
Yeah, they can't be black. Right?
That's a bit.
Am I alone in this, people? I mean, that sounds so racist. Don't leave me hanging. Come on, that can't be. That has to be true.
I mean, think about this. I mean, we're going into like this, like nowadays. I mean, anyone can be anything, you know. But I don't know about leprechauns.
Maybe he identified as a leprechaun. You never know.
Can leprechauns fly?
Fly? Well, are they that mythical?
I'm looking at these like, okay, I typed in "can leprechauns," and then the first one is fly, die, teleport, climb, see green.
Leprechauns can't see green? Where does that come from?
Steal gold. Can leprechauns hurt you?
Dude, what the fuck? I just want to know if they can be black.
Can leprechauns be tall? Black leprechaun.
Oh, really? They're a thing? Can I see this?
What?
Are you serious?
I don't know what this is.
Is this a thing? Are there actual black leprechauns?
I don't know, bro.
Jesus Christ.
I don't
Bro,
see
this is the
anything.
worst like investigator I've ever seen in my life.
No, like
Just laughing at the
everyone's
results.
like saying Irish leprechauns were originally black.
How?
I don't know.
But Irish people aren't black.
I don't know, bro. It's one of those like propaganda websites.
None of that shit makes any sense.
I don't see it. No, no one says. Okay, well, this person says that they can be black, and then they showed a drawing.
So Joe Rogan just posted this.
I'm sorry,
Dude,
I'm
this
getting way
can't
out
be
of
real.
track.
This can't be real.
What is it?
Let me take a picture of that so I can actually post it.
Someone
That's
drew
fucking.
that.
Let me take a picture
Someone-
of that. Turn around. That's fucking insane.
That's
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna post this on Instagram. If anyone's looking at this, check the IG post that I put when this video goes live.
this person.
That's what a black leprechaun looks like, apparently, according to
this
that.
person literally has a blog, like a word thing, a blog, talking about just random shit like this. This is really gross. I'm getting into some weird shit. What were you asking?
Oh well, there's
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan posted something that says Florida man tries to start naked fight club at Chick-fil-A. A Florida man was arrested after he challenged others to fight and stare at his genitals outside of a Chick-fil-A restaurant.
You know, being from Florida, man, I just this shit doesn't really surprise me.
It doesn't at all. I feel like to surprise me after the dude ate that man's face with the bath salts.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just unfazed by anything.
Nah, dude. I remember one of the random things I saw was this guy pulled over on a highway and took an AK-47 and just started shooting people on the highway. Remember that?
In Florida?
Yeah, in Florida.
What the fuck? When did
This
this
was
happen?
like 2-3 years ago. 2 years ago?
He grabbed an AK on the highway and started shooting
Yeah.
people. Where, on Palmetto?
Most likely. Probably. I'll look it up. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm not fazed by any of this shit. I don't even like being in Florida nowadays.
I hate Florida.
Like, hearing the news like that, I'm like normal people would be like, oh, yeah, just Florida, ha, ha, ha.
I hate
But,
Florida.
dude, like, fucking Florida. Like, hearing that news, I'm like, dude, that's so stupid, bro. What are we doing? Like, I hate fucking Florida.
I really don't like Miami at all.
Where do you want to move when you have to?
California, dude.
California?
Yeah, I want that weather.
Yeah, I like the weather. I'm thinking about Texas, maybe. Houston or Dallas,
What is
maybe?
this dude's? I
Maybe
forgot this
Houston.
Asian dude's name that's running for presidency.
Yang, right?
Andrew Yang.
Andy Yang.
Bro, that's such an Asian name. I feel like he
How?
should be a YouTuber. Andrew Yang. Oh my God, that's not true. No, there's no way.
Is it
Because there's a
Andy
YouTuber
Yang?
called Andrew Huang, who's a music producer, and that's why I'm thinking of Andrew Huang. He goes, "Hello guys, what's up?" And he goes like, and he like
Andrew
high fives the
Yang,
camera. Hello
Dude.
guys.
That's the thing, man. Like, us Asians, bro, we're underrepresented.
Andrew Yang.
Andy
Anyway,
Yang, yeah.
Yang. I feel like
He was gonna give everybody.
I feel like
money.
I might jump on the
Yang?
Democratic bandwagon this year.
Yeah, I think the reason
We need to start seeing other. sides.
The reason why Trump won, like I was reading on this and I was listening to this other podcast. I mean,
That sounds like the perfect
here it
sentence to
comes.
get kicked off
I know.
anywhere you're working.
I know. But I mean, like, dude, if you looked at the Democratic like candidates that like the last year, like 2 years ago, like they were pretty shit.
4 years ago. 3 years ago.
3 years ago now. Wow.
Yeah, by 2020 we're gonna have a new president
Wow, that's crazy.
or re-election.
Yeah, re-election.
But I was saying maybe I don't know. Andy.
I gotta look into this guy. I haven't
Andrew
been on
Yang.
politics for
Because you know what the thing that impressed me is Andrew Yang, whatever the fuck his name is. He debated Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
I just saw the video. He debated him for like an hour, I think, or an hour. But dude, the balls to actually debate Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
Many politicians don't have that audacity, and they debate over. They're debating over UBI, Universal Basic Income,
Yeah.
and Ben Shapiro's like, I don't think it'll work because of this, and Yang is like, I understand your point of view, but also look at it from this side. And they're like, and they kind of see both each other's sides, and these are the debates that we need to have. They're not fucking screaming matches like you're not respecting me. Why? Fucking people getting triggered for no reason. Like that's the type of shit that we do not need. What we need is people like Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang and Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, what we don't need is people like fucking Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh hell no! God, dude, did you see that she faked a Southern accent?
No, she faked.
What
What do you
a
mean?
Southern accent, like Hillary Clinton. She faked one too, and she was like giving this this they're just talking. And then,
But why is she faking it?
I
She's
don't
from New
know.
York. Isn't
I
she
don't-
from New York?
I don't know. I don't even know. Cortez.
I'm
What
pretty
does that
sure
sound
she's
like?
from. But
Sounds
AOC.
ethnic, dude.
Well, she's Latin.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Russell. She's Latin.
I don't know. Y'all
You didn't
Spanish
even-
people.
You
on
never
some
saw
other shit.
Spy Kids?
I just looked up Cortez. I saw Nike Cortez.
You never saw.
I seen Spy Kids.
Yeah, they're all called Cortez. Los Corteses.
That's a bit racist.
Well, they're Mexican.
I forgot Robert Rodriguez directed that.
Dude, I saw that movie while I was like I think drunk like a year ago
Oh,
during
God, I
summer.
can barely watch that.
Dude, I lost my fucking mind because I was looking at Spy Kids 3,
Which one was that one? The video game one?
the video game one. Yeah. They have
Endgame. That's
bro.
what
They have fucking Rocky. Well, Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone because he worked with.
They have Machete. They have Junie
Machete
Cortez.
because-
They have the other girl. They have
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. They have
Salma Hayek, I think.
They have Salma Hayek.
Because they were all from
They have-
Robert Rodriguez.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No.
Is you stupid? What the fuck?
Who?
You don't know Robert Rodriguez?
No.
He's like Quentin Tarantino's like best friend.
Why would I know that?
Oh my god.
Why would I know that he's
Because
his
you
best
like-
friend? I love Tarantino, but I know most of the shit he's done and how it works and everything. But I can talk about his universe all day, but I
he's
don't know his
done
best
El
friends.
Mariachi. You ever seen El Mariachi?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen Sin City?
Yeah.
Okay, he did Sin City.
Did he do the second one?
No. I forgot that guy's name.
Okay.
Zach Miller, was it?
Okay.
I think that's a football player, but
Sounds like it.
something Miller.
Wait, what were you
Zach.
looking at on Cortez? Is she
Yeah, I got into
is she from New
Spy
York?
Kids thing. I'm really into this.
What is her name again? Is it Andrea? I forgot always forget his name. Alexandria.
Ocasio.
Alejandra Ocasio Cortez.
I think she's pretty.
She's from. That's not the point though. Is she from New York?
Yeah, she's from New York City.
Okay, what is she?
Like ethnic wise?
No, my God, Russell. Is she like a governor? What is she?
Oh, okay. Let me look. She's a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from New York, 14th district.
Bro, that bitch is insane.
Yeah, she's insane, dude. If you watch that one that she was like faking that southern accent, dude, it's kind of weird. It's really
She
fucking
fakes a
weird.
southern accent?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Really fucking weird. Here, like I'll play it again. You want southern? I don't know if I can find it here.
Well, anyway, yeah, the point is what I'm saying is that she's
Adopt southern accent
adopted.
to draw in black audience.
It's
Look, she's getting a
insane.
lot of criticism for it. Like,
That's insane. But yeah, like
She's
Yang, for
fucking
example,
insane.
Yang, he's thinking about the UBI, which I don't know. I find it interesting, an interesting topic.
So. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's because I remember
great.
Shapiro told him like, listen, if you give everyone an amount of money,
Yeah.
you have to understand that most people won't work or a lot of people will not work. And he was like, yeah, that's interesting. He said, but something that needs to be done parallel with the amount of the universal basic income is that we should create jobs and we need people to work because if not, he started quoting that when men are unemployed,
Yeah.
statistically we start suicide rates go up.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Leisure time goes up. We volunteer less even though we have more time.
Mhm.
Stuff like that
Because you
happens.
start like sinking into your like desires.
They become
you know?
more antisocial also.
You start becoming like you're sitting there at home. You start realizing the internet exists. You got video games. I don't know. It's just a lot of like.
All of a sudden you're on
distractions.
Reddit. 8 hours have
Reddit.
passed.
Yeah, dude.
That's how it goes.
Porn, a lot of porn. You know, just
I feel like it'd be. I don't know. I feel like getting addicted to porn is something that happens to a lot of people and they just don't say it.
yeah. No, it's a real addiction.
I can't imagine. I mean, but what is addiction? Like, when do
really
you
watch
say?
porn, though.
When do you say I'm addicted to porn? Like, can you? That must be a really hard
If you can
conversation
go-
to
if
have
you
with
go-
yourself.
I'd say if you can go through like at least 3 days without watching it, because I don't watch porn. I don't watch porn.
But can you imagine like you having to sit down with yourself and be like, okay,
Am I addicted?
am I addicted?
At least you're taking that step, dude. Because a lot of people just like just go into like the rhythm of it and just like kind of like.
But what is
you
the
know.
rhythm? Like, what would you define as
Okay,
addicted?
if you're watching porn every day and
Every
jacking
day?
off,
Like once a day. That's
at
addiction
least
to you.
once a day.
That's addiction to
If
you.
you can go at least 3 days without watching it.
Okay.
If you're watching it once
But
a
what
day.
if you're doing it twice a day, but you can go 3 days without
Damn, dude, you're a god. You're
Twice a day?
god, dude. If you could stop and be like, you know what, it's time, and then you just just reignite it, dude. That's some other shit, dude. I don't know, dude. Some people can control it. It's like that Lil Uzi song, you know. I'm committed, not addicted, but it keeps control of me. You know. I mean, like it's there. It's like weed, you know. I guess some people can say, in a sense.
I mean,
what do you think?
I don't know. That's an interesting thing because like I could do probably 90% of the things I can do in my life. I can probably stop doing them for like 4 days, 5 days. Nothing happens to me.
You know what? You know what kind of bothers me?
What?
This is not an ego boost or anything, but like not going to the gym, like for like a week, I start getting really fucking like anxious.
Anxious?
Yeah, I get like really shaky. I'm like, I need to go. You know?
Yeah, I didn't go for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I did, and I messed up my diet a day and a half.
Yeah.
And I was freaking out yesterday.
You do freak out, yeah.
I was freaking out. I went to the gym. I went super hard, and then I ran a mile and 2 miles basically.
Yeah.
With like a 9-minute pace, and I remember I was like, oh shit, I was like so tired.
I don't want to sound like one of those people like, oh, I'm addicted to the gym, but like I have desires to go to the gym, obviously, but if I go like 3-4 days, I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of like, I need to do something. I need to do it, you know.
Well, I feel like also, because we grab something like going to the gym and we socialize it with something, we associate it with something good.
I mean. How long have you been like working out? You know.
Well, I've never gone straight. Like I used to. I worked there. I remember for like 6 months straight, and then I stopped for like 5 months. Then I did like 2 yes, 2 no, shit like that. But if you just go, dude, if most people go straight to the gym, if you go to the gym 4 times a week for 7 months, and you eat decent, dude, most people's lives will change.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Like, for me, man, I don't want to sound cocky or like an ego boost, man, but I've been going to the gym at least once or twice for like, since I was like 16, 17, and I'm like 22, so maybe like a 5-6 years. I've been constantly going. I got that gym membership, and I got into the rhythm, and I never had like a hiatus where I stopped for like a month. I never had that. I would at least go.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I freak out. Like I start like shaking. I think it's something from my childhood, probably coming back and biting.
You start shaking?
I don't know. I start like getting nervous. I get anxious. I get like, I'm like, all right, I need to go. I need to do it. You know? I don't know if that's ever happened to you. Like I'm not forced to do it. Like I need to. Like I don't want to sound like one of those stupid gym people, but I just like it. You know, it just became part of me in a sense. I remember when I used to go on trips and stuff, I would ask, like, where is there a gym? Because
is there a gym nearby?
I went to Hong Kong for, like, 2 months. And, dude, like, that was the first thing I asked. Or is there a gym there? Like, where can I find a gym, you know? Like, it's weird. It's a really weird feeling.
I don't know. I feel like, no, I don't get that. I do get anxious. Like, I got anxious a lot right now, this weekend. And I was freaking out. I was like, fuck, I need to do something. But
like productive or just the gym?
Both.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's kind of like they both come in tangent. Like, if I feel like if I'm being productive, I'm also going to the gym. But if I just get into, like, a rut and, like, I just don't do anything all day, I feel like then it gets worse.
I saw that meme. It's like a perfect Sunday. It's like you don't do anything
until 8 p.m. and then you feel like you wasted it. Yeah, it's true. A lot of people don't do anything on. Well, Sunday also is a lot of people's rest day for most things.
You know, I don't know. I've never had a day. You know, I'll say this. I never had a day where I just sat down in my house and stayed at home for like hours and hours.
There's no way you never had that.
I never had that. I mean, maybe
what?
Recently.
Oh, recently.
Like in the past like maybe 4 years.
Dude, that's most of my days.
Well, discounting the sick days though. Like I never had like a day where I feel like fresh, and I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll stay home. You know, I never had that. I don't know. Is that weird? Is that normal?
That's really weird.
Unless I'm sick. That's the only time I'll stay
home. I'm always like the type of person to just sit down and do nothing.
Shit, I gotta try that out, dude. I think, honestly, I need to relax, man.
Do nothing? Well, it's bad for you. It really is. I do that because I don't know. I get into like...
Yeah. You get into what?
I don't know. I just get into those where I'm like, I can't do. Like, I feel like I can't do anything.
Sometimes I just feel like...
severely linked to depression doing that shit. So like, you probably shouldn't.
But I guess I have those times where I go to maybe Barnes and Nobles or school and I'll read. and I won't do anything, I'll read. I like reading at other places, not at home. And like that's comfortable. Like I like doing that. Like I'll read for like 2 hours, and then I'll just put the book down. And I'll just go do something else.
That's better though. That's what I'm saying. You should do that instead of like if you stay at home
Mm-hmm.
and just do nothing, dude, that will fuck you up. At least it's fucked me up whenever I do it.
Yeah,
And I do it a lot.
Yeah, when I'm sick, I get depressed because I'm like always at home.
But for me, it just piles up because I feel like the same way you were used to not having people at your house. The
Yeah,
way you said that.
yeah,
The same thing happened to me, but like the inverse. I was just always like at my house.
yeah.
I would never, when I was a child, I would go out so little. I would only go out to like your house. And I would go out sometimes and play outside and stuff like that. But when I wasn't with my parents, I would always be like watching TV or just waiting on people.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And so I got used to just like waiting and just doing nothing. And that's super bad for you.
Dude, me too. When I was in, I think that's another reason why, like, I remember I told you I was latchkeyed. I stayed at home for like 4 years straight. And I had no parents around and I wasn't allowed to leave the house. And my parents had security cameras. So I could not leave the house. Like, I could not leave at all. And I'd stay at home for like all these times and read books and play video games. That's the era when Halo 3 and Modern Warfare 2 were like the shit. You remember that? And lucky enough, I had a lot of time playing Xbox. But
that was back in the day. I feel like that was kind of cool though.
Yeah,
like you could stay at home, play video games, do nothing.
Yeah.
Now you can still do that, and it's fun. But I get so like if you do that, I just feel so bad eventually.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I feel like whenever I want to start feeling better, the first thing I do is go to the gym or
do something.
Yeah, people who if any of you like suffer, God, I hate saying suffer from depression. I feel like that's just the worst thing to ever say. If any of you suffer from just feeling bad or depressed,
or born with it,
or well, yeah,
born with depression.
If you just feel ill or incorrect sometimes. Mm-hmm. Everyone says this, but you should start going out. Maybe eat healthier.
You know what a good thing is that I noticed.
What?
Also, picking up something like jujitsu or picking up like
a hobby,
like a good hobby, like a productive thing. Like one of my friends, he started dance a couple months ago, and he's really happy now. You know, he's learning all sorts of dances. Yeah,
you should. You can pick up new hobbies, feel different things, but most of the time, diet. A lot of people's diet don't really know, but the amount of sugar they have or the amount of the way they're eating, their body isn't enjoying it per se. So like if you eat a lot of coffee, for example, or a lot of shit that you're really not supposed to, that processed sugar can make you fall down, have a crash. Or if you just eat pizza all day, your carbs spike up, which then can make your insulin fuck up, and then your sugar levels are all jacked, and that can kind of like food can be directly linked to mood swings.
Yeah, man, and like and the reason why we go to like these comfort foods is that we just want that like dopamine rush, you know? Like we go to, you know, eat some fried chicken or something because that gives you that rush, or get something like ice cream because it gives you, and then we keep going back and back and back. And like like that keeps you happy, but later on it makes you really sad. You know, after that dopamine goes away, it does make you sad, obviously.
Yeah, it's like when you cheat on your diet.
Yeah.
You're like, yes, I'm going to do it. And then you start eating, and then halfway through it, dude, you feel like a fat piece of shit.
Maybe that's why people like cheat on their diet. Maybe they eat or like they have a cheat day. They eat so much, they feel good, and then they feel bad, and they're like, damn. Like that.
Dude,
diet
I'll be eating
really
I'll be eating like my cheat meal, and then halfway through I'm like, why am I doing this?
Maybe you should like
and I'll literally throw half the food away. I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm like, dude, it's like when it's like you're having sex with someone. You're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And you just throw the food away. That's what I feel sometimes.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, like I'm doing so well. What am I doing right now? Maybe you should eat like smaller portions of just like, you know, that unhealthy food. Maybe a small portion.
Maybe that's it. Because whenever I do cheat on my diet, I just go ham. I'm like, fuck it, let's order this. Then halfway through, you're kind of full and you're just eating because you want to finish it.
Bro, but that's a good thing though. That's a good thing in my opinion, because like because you want to go all out, and then you're realizing, wait, like going all out, like I'm not finishing this food.
That is, yeah. Sometimes like I'll order like a burger and fries and like anything. Yeah. And I'll eat half the burger and like all the fries, and I'll be like, and I'll look at the rest and I'll be like, shit, like let's not finish this. And you throw the rest away, and you're like, okay, good. I can kind of like control myself now to a certain extent.
Yeah, man. I think honestly, eating fried chicken gets me. Eating fried chicken afterwards, I don't like. I can eat a burger.
Oh,
and
dude!
feel
Yesterday I
okay.
went to have breakfast right here in my kitchen,
Yeah,
and my grandma had people over, and they were all eating KFC.
KFC.
Yeah, and they're like, "You want some?" And I was like, "No, I don't."
Oh my god.
I had a biscuit though.
Like, not gonna lie, I can eat maybe 1 or 2 pieces and feel okay. I can't eat more.
No, I only
I
had a
feel
biscuit, dude.
shit.
I will eat, bro. It's dude to see me. I will go to Popeyes, get a large 5-piece chicken tender, large fries, which comes in its own box,
Yeah, yeah,
and then I will eat 3 biscuits or 2 biscuits.
yeah. I remember that. You get an extra biscuit.
I get an extra biscuit.
I remember that.
It is so good, and you get the
Did you ever
spicy.
feel shitty after that? Like, did you ever feel like kind of like bad?
Back in the day?
Yeah.
No,
You didn't?
no, because I didn't care. Like I was. It was not like. I feel like you don't have to care about like what you look like. To be honest, if you don't want to, I said this many times and I'll say it again. If you want to eat how you want and want to not work out, you should be able to do that if you find someone that mimics your approach to life.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care at all. But now I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to go work out. So
Yeah,
I
of
look
course.
for that in my life. But I didn't really care at that moment because it's like, oh, whatever, I'll eat it. You shouldn't care. Like you can, dude. We're 21. We should be able to eat whatever the fuck we want at the end of the day.
Damn, do you remember back in the day when you're like a kid and you just eat anything and not feel like that bad? You remember that?
We would eat anything.
Like, have you ever had that when you're growing up? You
When
wouldn't
we
really
were
watch your
growing
diet that
up,
well.
We wouldn't watch our diet really well. Well, dude, honestly, like I've never really cared about my diet.
Yeah, yeah. Like dude, like I used to be a personal, like I got certified to be a personal trainer and everything. I did it, and I still like. I mean, I eat, like at that point, dude. Once you're into fitness, I don't want to sound like I know everything, but like once you're into like fitness and everything, and you track what you eat, and like you use FitnessPal, and then you know what's in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of like eyeball it at that point,
Yeah. Like right now, for example, instead of eating what my diet is normally, I've gone lazy and I won't eat the carbs, so I'll only eat the protein.
Exactly.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just eat like a piece of grilled chicken and 2 pieces of fish,
Exactly.
and that's all I eat all day. Sometimes I'm like, and then my protein shake, and I'm like, oh, I'll just eat my protein for the day.
Yeah,
I'm too lazy
man.
to get the carbs in or whatever. You
kinda
eventually
know.
start knowing.
Yeah, like a Chipotle bowl, chicken Chipotle bowl is like 600, 700 calories. Like you just kind of know,
Well, the thing with me is also that I've never like I can eat McDonald's and then the same day Subway, and I can do that for months, and I'll gain weight, but I won't look fat. Like I'll gain body fat, but I won't gain a lot of like I won't look like chubby or anything. So the problem with me is that I can kind of survive on that really fucked up diet for a long time until I'm like, oh shit. Like slowly but surely, I went up X amount of body fat.
Yeah.
I still don't look bad, but I went up that amount. So then I have to work to get it back down.
I think also it depends on like a body type, Like some people are really skinny, they can't gain weight. Like my friend, like one of my old friends, like he did the GOMAD diet.
What is that?
The drink a gallon of milk a day. So he would drink a whole gallon of milk a day.
Yeah, that's what they used to give football players.
I don't know. I'm not too
Football,
sure.
yeah. If you couldn't gain weight, you would. That's what they told me to do that a lot.
Yeah,
too.
they did it,
and I was like, no,
you're supposed to only do it for like a month.
I do not want to do that.
And he did it for a year, and he drank a gallon of milk.
Did he get fat?
For a year? Yeah,
He got fat.
He gained like 80 pounds.
But he got fat.
Yeah, he went from like 120 to like 190.
That's horrible.
And yeah, he got fat. Like he. This is what happened. He looked. Okay, I'll tell you the whole story. I'm gonna tell you the whole story.
Go ahead. While I eat my banana, you can start.
Okay, so
I'm so fucking tired. Jesus Christ. Okay.
So he was in college, and his mother. That's about to fall.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I know. Just screw that on. Yeah. Okay. So his mother. We were in college, and his mother is a real estate agent. So technically, she would only make $5,000 a year without commission. Commission was where you make that money.
Mm-hmm.
So he put on his financial aid that she only made $5,000. So they gave.
You've told me about this dude already.
Yeah. So financial aid gave him like $30,000. I don't quote me on that because I don't know like the exact amount, but they gave him like a lot of money. and he spent that money on a gym membership. He bought gold so he can flip it, and then he also bought a gallon of milk a day, and he would drink that gallon of milk a day for like a year straight instead of using that money for his school. So he would drink a gallon of milk a day, and he's a really skinny guy. Maybe he's over 6 feet, I think, but he's really skinny. He weighed like 120, and he would drink a gallon of milk a day. Oh, he also bought a gym membership, I think I told you. Did I say that? Okay, so he drank that, and man, dude, this guy was still looking skinny. After a year, he looked skinny, but he had a big belly. And that's where all the milk kind of went. Dude, he had like a big belly, but he had skinny arms. He looked like an alien, dude. He looked like an alien, man. And yeah, he had a lot of health issues. Dude, he got a hernia.
But was this man like... I'm confused. Like, I don't understand why he thought this was going to work.
Dude, we were in high school, bro.
Drinking a gallon of milk every day is really bad if you're not trying to if you don't do anything else.
We had some weird friends.
Did he go to the gym? Oh, he did go to the gym, you said.
He only did calisthenics at the gym, though.
Bro, what was this man thinking?
No, I don't think he only got a free 1 month, and then like he just did push-ups at home. That's what he did.
Yeah, fucking right. He would do like the occasional push-up.
Yeah, but he would... Man, this guy gained so much fucking weight. And he had a lot of health issues. I had a weird high school experience, bro. He had a lot of health issues. He had a hernia because all his guts were like pushing out of his abdominal area.
That's disgusting.
Because of all that milk, son. So he had to get a surgery for that. Yeah, he had to get a surgery.
I feel like I could fix my mic, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm a toddler.
Yeah, but he had to get a surgery. He had to cut open his abdomen and get all his guts. Oh, it's about to fall.
Oh, it's falling.
Yeah, so just push it.
So you were saying?
You want to just pause?
No, we're not pausing.
Okay. We're
Continue.
just giving it raw.
Giving it raw. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, man, he had to get an incision in his stomach, bro, and have all his organs pushed back into him.
Dude, this is disgusting what you're saying right now.
And he didn't learn, man. He didn't learn. He kept going. He kept drinking gallons of milk after that.
Okay, hopefully everyone survived that horrible audio.
He kept actually drinking milk after that surgery.
Oh, he still does that?
Yeah, he still
does the occasional gallon?
He doesn't do it like today, man. I remember one time we were in a car and he just spilled all that milk in the back seat of my friend's car. And yeah, that was the last time we stopped to talk to him.
Dude, what the fuck? That's so horrible. Like, I don't understand. You gain such horrible body fat if you do that.
Yeah.
Was he drinking like 2%?
He had whole milk.
Oh my god.
He looked skinny, had a big belly, and he had no jawline. He had like double chin.
Disgusting.
He looked fat and skinny at the same time, bro.
Yeah, he was skinny fat. That happens a lot.
Yeah, but it was so fucking weird. He was 180 pounds. He weighed more than me. Man, that shit was crazy.
Dude, this lady yesterday, I was at work, and sometimes my bartender, she asked me to go get coffee for her, right? So I was like, yeah, sure, I can use the 10 minutes off. So I walked to the coffee shop, and I'm there every week because I always get coffee for her. So it's like this French bakery type thing. And I walk in, I'm like, yeah, large iced latte, please. And as I'm paying, I'm trying to get the money out of my pocket. A lady comes up to me and she goes, excuse me. And I go, yeah, what happened? She goes, are you ordering? And I say, yeah. She goes, well, I was here first.
She said that?
She was like, I was here first. And there was a dude next to me that had just ordered. And I turn around and I look at her and I go, okay, well, sorry. And she was like, yeah, I was sitting down waiting for this man to finish his order. You can ask the gentleman if you want to.
Why is she being so snobby?
And I turned around and I was like, no, I believe you, but it's too late now. And I just turned my back on her. And this bitch gave me the meanest stare I've ever seen in my life. She was just like, oh, I'm so offended that you actually took my place. But yeah, her reasoning was that she was sitting down waiting for this dude to finish. And while she was sitting down and not letting anyone know, I stood up. Well, I just walked in and I stood in the line.
Yeah.
And she was mad at me. So mad that she actually came and told me, like, hey,
That's stupid.
I was in line
man.
first.
Dude, I hate that.
Can you
shit.
imagine thinking you're right?
I know, dude. I have a lot of situations like that, dude. I had. Oh, you want to fix that mic?
Oh my god, this thing is dying on us.
Just push it in.
So you were saying?
Okay, so I have two kind of stories that happened at work. I don't know. It's like that thing that you said, like, is this racist? You know?
Go ahead.
Dude, okay, so I was cashiering, right? At one of the cash registers, obviously. And okay, so there's this guy, right? He comes in and he's paying with like $100 bill. So, you know, as a cashier would do, I would like check it with my marker, right? There's like a marker, a specific iodine marker that puts iodine onto the bill, you know? You good, bro?
Dude, I'm struggling.
Dude, I don't know how I do it so perfectly.
You can continue the story.
Okay, so there's this guy, right? So all I did was, you know, swipe his like $100 bill just to make sure like it was real, you know? Like you know those markers.
Yeah.
So then I just swipe it and then, you know, it's green, you know, it's a real dollar bill, $100 bill. So I let him go. So then this black lady comes in and she's paying with like $100 bill and a 20, right? So she's paying $120, one $100 bill and 120.
Okay.
And then and then I'm like, okay, cool. I take out my marker. I swipe the 100, then I swipe the 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then she gets mad and she's like, why'd you swipe my 20? It's like, I'm like, oh, just checking. I swiped the 100 and
well, you're already there. You might as well.
The 20 was there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, it was already there. And he's like, yeah, but you check. He's like, you think I have fake money? And she started a whole thing with me, dude.
Was it fake?
No, it was real. It was a real $100 bill.
Oh, so she was
20.
offended.
Because I swiped her 20. And he's like, the guy behind me, you didn't swipe. You swiped because he had 100. I'm like, yeah, but you have 100 here and you have another 20. I'm just gonna swipe the 20 like in my convenience, you know. It's right there. I might as well.
Yeah.
And she got all offended. She was like, she's like, you think I'm broke because I'm black and shit like that, dude. And she played the race card.
Oh, immediately.
She played the race
immediately
card.
Started talking about racism.
Yeah, because she was like, just because I'm black, and it's like, and she just went off on me, like because I swiped her $20 bill. You know, if she pulled out like a $1 bill, like 5 $1 bills, and I'm like, all right, I gotta check if all 5 of these are right.
You start weighing the quarters.
Like weighing the quarters, like, are these real quarters? I don't know. I don't trust you. Like if I say that shit. What do you think? Do you think that's racist? I did that?
What the fuck, dude? What kind of question is that? Of course not.
Dude,
no.
She called me a racist,
bro. If you're
like,
you're doing your job, you're just following orders, bro.
If she pulled out a 20, I wouldn't check the 20. I'd be like, okay, you're good. But it's 100, you know. I have another thing I want to talk about.
First, I wanted to read Harkin's comments because I actually like them. Well, first of all, Kentaro Takeda comments.
What does that mean?
That's his name, bro. He was saying, "Oh, okay." He's tilted because the story where in Puebla with Canales that he got jumped.
Yeah.
I kind of excluded him from the story by accident completely. I just forgot he was there. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, you still have my shirt, so you can give it back to me whenever you want, Kentaro. No problem. Mm-hmm. And stop being so salty. I did say you were in the story, all right? I just forgot. Okay.
I'm sorry.
We talk for 2 to 3 hours every episode. I'm gonna forget shit.
Yeah, this is all on the spot.
This is all on the spot. Have you not realized this by now? Look at how low energy we are today.
Are you?
Dude, I am.
Are people still thinking this scripted?
I'm literally yawning every 20 seconds because I woke up an hour before Russell got here.
Yeah.
Calm down, man. Calm down. Okay.
We'll bring you up more.
What else we got? Diego Jarquin. He's talking about when at Cheesecake.
Can't believe you guys like listen to this shit.
I can't. Jesus Christ, man. I love you, Jarquin and Kentaro, even though you only complain. He's talking about the time in Cheesecake where someone screamed gun.
Wait, he was there? He was there too?
Yeah, he was the one. He was the gun. You seen those memes?
He was the gun, yeah.
It's like, this is true. I was the gun.
I was the guy. I was the mall.
Yeah, he's just quoting us saying, "Oh my god, dude, look at me stretching my leg, kicking the table." And he goes, "I can get a free meal from this." Yep, basically, that's how it is. Thanks for the shout out. I do listen to the full podcast. Well, I'm glad you do because you're gonna get to this part and you're gonna realize that we really sometimes don't have shit to say, so we do this.
Just tell anything. Dude.
And your responses to a hey are too funny. See, this is what I don't understand. He said your responses to a in quotation marks hey are too funny. You know what he's talking about?
Hey, what do you mean? Let me see.
Your responses to a hey are too funny. Seriously, those stories from school are hilarious. You guys would kill me. Thank you for that. But I still don't know what you mean by your responses to a hey are too funny.
But I appreciate it though.
Oh, he's talking about
What are you talking about?
When a girl on Tinder will be like, hey, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, am I a horse or what's going on? Yeah, that's what she means. Yeah. That's what he means.
Okay.
That's funny. Anyway, we love you, Joaquin, and we love.
Wait, can we get a free meal of cheesecake because we just experienced? Can we call them though? Can we actually?
I wonder if they would give us a free
hey,
meal.
I was traumatized. Like we were at the cheesecakes, and there was a shooting. Like, can we just tell them that?
I don't know. Anyway, also another thing.
Cool.
He commented on episode 6 saying, "I agree with Russell."
Oh, really? About what though?
I feel like people became PC as a trend, but now they realize it was a mistake and are trying to go back. Like Christian said,
damn,
when you start giving into all the movie, he actually like listens and like understands this too.
He did a report on this, dude.
Like Christian said, when you start giving in all of those movements that censor and ask for legal changes in prosecution, it becomes dangerous for society. Honestly, it's ridiculous how you have to care about not triggering people from the most nonsensical stuff. Get a hold of your emotions, snowflake.
Damn, bro, he's pissed. I like it though.
You know he lives in Canada too.
Canada?
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit! Under Justin Trudeau, that must suck, dude. That must really suck.
Dude, that must suck. Trudeau.
Oh my god.
The people kind.
I try not to. Yeah.
We say people kind because it's actually more inclusive.
I try not to like bring him up. Like when people tell me like, "Oh, you don't like Justin Trudeau," I'm like, I just don't like him. Like I don't want to like, go into it, dude. Like you just look at him. Like just look at what he's doing.
He's attractive as fuck.
You think so? He
What?
just looks like a normal
Trudeau?
guy.
No, Trudeau's really
He looks
attractive.
like his face is stung by like ADBs.
ADBs.
I mean like 10 bees.
Oh.
ADBs. That sounds like a like an acronym
ADV,
for something, dude.
yeah.
That sounds like a drug.
He was stung by how many bees?
He just looks like his face was just stung by bees.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. His face is just
Dude,
swollen.
he has a smooth white face. What are you talking about?
Smooth white skinned face.
Yeah.
That silk smooth face.
But yeah. What were you saying? We were talking about the girl who interrupted me in line. Yeah. This bitch came up to me. Yeah. She was like, yeah, excuse me. I was here first, sir.
I've had that multiple times.
But I actually got pissed. I was like, I told her, well, sorry, it's too late now. I believe you. And I just turned my back on her.
Yeah, what is there to do? Like, call the manager?
Did she want me to, like, cancel the order?
Did she have a short haircut and look like a mom?
She was a mom.
Yeah, I know.
But she didn't have short hair. She's like typical Latin long hair.
Latin mom. Yeah, I know what them bitches look like.
Really? What do they look like, Russell?
Like a fridge.
What is a Latin mom? A Latin mom with like a fridge?
Either they look like a fridge or really fine. I feel like Latin women are either fridge or fine as hell.
That's incredibly racist.
I know.
Oh, that's all we do down here. Anyway, do you have any topics? I'm actually.
Oh, I was gonna tell you.
Dying here.
Oh no, I was gonna tell you that other story, man. Okay, so is this racist?
Okay.
Okay, so I was helping this guy like put his like box in like his car, right? And then he asked, okay, I'll go on this topic afterwards, but because I want to talk about it. But he asked me, he was like, where are you from? Like he was a Spanish guy, right? He just asked me, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, my mom's from Hong Kong, my dad's from Honduras. But he was like, he's from Hong Kong. And he was like, oh, blah blah blah, like, oh, it's such a nice, Asian people are smart. He's like, Asian people are so smart. It's like, are you doing this like full time, or are you going to school? I'm like, oh, I'm in school for engineering and all that. And then he pointed at his eyes, and then he just pointed at his eyes, and he was like, Asian people are smart, are very smart. Like you're gonna do really well.
Wait, is this dude Asian?
No, he was
what?
Fucking Spanish, dude.
So he went like, yeah, he
didn't squint his eyes, but he pointed at his eyes. Like he was like, Asian people are smart.
What?
Is that racist? I feel like that's racist.
That sounds really racist.
If I was like any softer or like as like you know like I don't know anybody else,
but he didn't like.
he didn't do that. Holy shit!
Dude,
No.
that would have been bad.
He looked like he was about to. He was like this, and he kind of did that.
He probably was going
He was
to.
about to. Yeah.
He was like, hey, you know, the Asians.
the Asians, those squints, those slants.
That's
know?
bad.
Those zipper heads.
You know, this is just an immediate racist.
I get a lot of, you know, like growing up, I got a lot of racism from black people and Hispanics. I never got much from whites.
Really?
They're really nice to me.
What would the Hispanics say to you?
I don't know, just racist shit. I grew up in like every school I went to, everyone was Hispanic.
I remember back in the day, we like in elementary school, we would all like do this.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be racist at all.
Super racist.
It's super racist, but
On
like
my
back
end.
in the day.
No, on my end,
On
bro,
your-
I got offended. I used to
really?
get really sad. But then that's why I didn't like being Asian at one point because everyone would make fun of me. And then I realized in high school, I'm like, dude. What the
But
fuck
I feel
going
like
on?
the kids back in the day, like they wouldn't do this in mocking. You know,
No, they would.
they would.
They would.
How do you know?
Because I don't know.
I feel like they were being Asian with you, not at you.
no, they would do this and be like, "Oh, ching chong," and I'm like, "Holy shit,
Oh shit!
that's pretty racist, bro." Like I know, but like thinking about it back, like we were kids, like
They would say ching chong.
yeah, and they would be like, "Look, I'm Asian, I'm Japanese,
So bad.
I'm Japanese like you." I'm like, "Holy fuck,
I'm Japanese.
that's racist." Like that doesn't get me now. Like anyone can say that, unless in a threatening way. Like I'd be offended. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" But if
I love
someone
that
did
they also say they're Japanese.
yeah, it was bad because I was like one of the only few Asians in my ever in school. I never grew up with like a dominant like group of Asians. Maybe in high school, but then
Dude,
I
the
was
only
not
Asian in
really.
my graduation class is Kentaro Taka.
Did they make fun of him?
Yeah, all the time.
He probably has some issues.
All the time. No, he
I-
doesn't.
are you sure about that? He's crying home?
Nah, because he would dish it back. So it was like a joke
Oh, okay,
between
okay.
our friend group. But they would always say like "pinche chino cállate,"
Yeah, I know.
which means
yeah, I know.
fucking Chinese man, shut up. And he's not even Chinese, which is the funny part. He's Japanese. And everyone would be like, "Shut the fuck up, you Chinese slut." And he would be like, "I'm not Chinese."
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Dude, shit like that would get me fucked up until I was 14. When I got into freshman year, I was like people never like stopped saying racist shit when I entered high school for some reason. Like everyone was just different because I went to two different high schools, and I don't know why everyone's just cooler, chiller. They don't pick on you.
Really?
Yeah, ever since I got into high school, no one made fun of me because I was Asian. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm Asian. You know? Like, dude, no, growing up, bro, like looking back at it, I'm like, dude, we're kids. People are much cooler. Like, but I still get like a lot of flack for it. You know, growing up Asian, bro, you do get a lot of like discrimination. And I think my parents kind of taught me like, oh, it's bad, and it got me sad and stuff.
What, being Asian is bad?
No, I mean like all this like what they say and stuff. Like, oh, my dad used to say, oh yeah, Asians, most people that got picked on. Like, I don't know. I kind of believed it, and I was like, oh,
What?
shit, he's fucking
Your dad
right.
told you that Asians are the people who have most been abused?
Not most been abused
Oh,
in
okay.
history.
I was like,
most
what
made
the
fun of.
fuck?
Most
Oh.
made fun of. But I'm like, no. I mean, like, if you think about it, like growing up, like knowing, like, dude, like everyone gets picked on. Like, and I don't take it the same way, dude. I'm more rougher.
I feel like
man.
black people have been more ridiculed than Asians. not gonna lie.
in history or just now.
In history, dude.
Oh, in history, yeah.
Dude, they had those minstrel shows
But I
where the
think-
white people would dress up as black people
Yeah.
and dance around with big lips.
Yeah, that's super racist. But like I feel like Asians were just like I don't think no one really talks about like the racism and shit like that, the discrimination towards the Asians. I don't know, like Theo Von said, I think Asians are just more forgiving in a sense. Because I don't see like people making like a huge like commotion about like I guess the concentration camps they put Asians in during World War like what II, and like the railroads and stuff like that. Like people don't bring that up, you know. But I don't care. Like I'm like so cool with it. I'm so like non-sensitized. Whatever you can
Desensitized.
desensitized. Desensitized. Look at that. But you know, I don't know. You can throw anything at me. I don't really get offended. I haven't really like gotten offended, like unless you fucking go after me, you know. But yeah, man, that going back to that story, dude. that guy was like, yeah, that blah blah blah, and then he gave me a $20 bill, and he was like, oh my.
Hey, please forget about me squinting my eyes at you.
Yeah, and then he gave me his son's business card.
For what?
He was like, oh, my son owns a company, you should call him and stuff.
Owns a company?
Yeah.
For what?
Guess what? I looked at it. Guess what it was? It was Amway.
What is that?
It was fucking Amway. It's an MLM, dude.
No, it's a multi-level marketing.
Yeah, company. And he's like, yeah. I was in my mind. I'm like, your son doesn't own this. Like, he doesn't have a company.
Wait, what does he mean? What did he mean by your son has a company? I mean, his son has a company.
Because when you join MLMs with multi-level marketing companies, like, they tell you that it's your company. You know, they tell you that, and you put your name on a business card. You do all this stuff, but you don't own shit, dude. You're working for a fucking company, dude. You don't own Amway, dude.
Dude, these multi-level and pyramid schemes need to stop.
Dude,
they're hilarious.
They're hilarious. I remember I sent you that post.
Which one?
That girl.
Of the girl.
Monat, like, company.
Dude,
she fucking photoshopped her hair.
There's this post Russell sent me that actually triggered me a bit. Where she's like, you
saw it too, right?
Yeah, where she's like, this cures alopecia. If anyone doesn't know what alopecia is, it's basically a term for going bald. It said this cures alopecia in 14 days. So supposedly she's selling a shampoo that will fix baldness, or at least stop you from going bald in 14 days. And in 14 days, like, it was a significant change. It was a change so big that I really don't understand how some people believe this.
Dude, it's crazy. No, dude, if that cures stuff in 14 days, why doesn't everyone use it, you know? Dude, did you see so the bottom picture, it was like a before and after, and the after was so badly photoshopped. You saw the Photoshop.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see the Photoshop? Their skin was fucking different colors, dude.
Well, maybe it's just a different lighting.
And the Photoshop, the hair, oh my god. It was all over the place, dude. I don't know, it just looks so fucking off, bro. And, like, if you look at the before and after, it's the lighting, it's the
well, it's always the lighting. And any before and after, you're always gonna see some weird lighting trick.
Weird lighting, yeah, that's the thing, dude.
90% of the time.
Don't buy into that MLM shit. I always tell everybody, I'm like, don't get into multi-level marketing. They always try to get me sell knives.
Really?
Yeah, at school when I went to university. This guy was like, yeah, you should do this. It'll make $15 an hour, all this shit. Sell knives. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. Don't fall for that shit, dude. Like,
it's interesting.
Too good to be true.
I mean, I don't know. I understand why you would fall for it, but it's still funny to me.
They aim for college kids, and they aim for, like, single moms or, like, stay-at-home parents.
Well, is it the most classic joke in Mexico is like, oh, you sell Avon, you know what that is?
Yeah, Avon.
Avon, yeah.
You know that's the oldest.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the oldest.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you sell marketing. Avon.
That's the oldest. It's
how does that work though?
How does it work?
Yeah, like how would that work? Like if I want to start selling Avon.
Okay, you can go to their website or you can.
Like they officially sell you.
Yeah.
On
their website.
So how does it work? How does it work again?
So you can go on the website and click be a representative. I'm telling you guys not to do this. But
don't do what Russell's about to say.
Every female I encounter, I tell them, do not get into that shit. Because you're not making shit. Go on their website, be a representative, and then you have to pay an entry fee. Dude, what kind of company you want to work for that you have to pay in to
okay, but what else? How much do you pay?
Okay.
Like, how does it work?
So I think Avon is like $500, or some companies are $1,000. I think Avon might be $1,000. So you pay in, right? You can go through a website, and then you have to recruit people, like to like join you, and that's how you make most of your money. Because I mean that's just how it is. Like you just recruit people. They'll pay you to get in. And then they recruit people, and they get money. It's like a whole pyramid. You know, it's a pyramid scheme, and like you don't make shit off.
A pyramid scheme is illegal.
I know, that's why they call it.
This is illegal. No, what's the difference?
Yeah,
you know the difference?
Yeah, because it's an actual product.
Oh, I already said that last time, right?
We talked about it too.
It's an actual product. But how much do you get paid? Like for example, if you sell a bottle of Avon,
I'm not sure. I don't think you make shit though.
You have to make something.
You make barely anything.
But what is barely anything?
I don't know, maybe.
Is
like
it $20?
$5 maybe.
And a bottle of Avon is how much?
$40.
What?
No one's gonna come to you and buy $40 worth of shampoo. Who the fuck does that?
Well, maybe you're a really good salesman.
Yeah, okay, like Uncle Rico from fucking Napoleon Dynamite. When he
I've
sold
never seen
Tupperware.
Napoleon Dynamite.
He sold Tupperware. Tupperware is a
Yeah.
Is a fucking MLM.
Is it also an MLM?
It's also an MLM. Yeah.
But I have a lot of Tupperware.
I know back in the day it was. Back in the day, Tupperware was the
So
shit.
there are actual companies,
Yeah.
profitable companies that do this shit.
Yeah, but the people that sell it aren't profitable though. Just the company. Like Avon was the oldest. I think Mary Kay is pretty big. Amway is one. Herbalife is one.
Oh, Herbalife.
Herbalife is a big one.
I know the Herbalife
It's
one.
shit. It's shit, dude.
What is Herbalife?
awful.
What are you selling though?
You're selling like the nutrients, like the smoothie blend, bro.
Really?
Yeah, you sell the smoothie blend. I'll tell you another story about Herbalife. Herbalife, right? Okay. I remember I used to work at Publix, and there's this one lady. She runs like a boot camp outside or something in a parking lot. It was
You
really
told me,
fucking
dude.
weird.
All these stories they
Yeah,
come
you
back
heard.
and hit me
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
vengeance. They're hilarious.
Dude, she's like, and then I can show you my Herbalife, and I'm like, yeah, but Herbalife doesn't fucking work. You know, Herbalife doesn't work, and I'm not gonna buy into your shit. You know, it's a lot of fucking money. Like, it's a couple thousand to buy into Herbalife.
What?
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah, like 2,000, 3,000. People literally break their families. If you go online, look up those stories. They're like families, like my husband left me because I spent thousands all my life savings. There's this one girl that spent all her honeymoon funds on like her MLM, LuLaRoe or something. You ever heard of that? Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. It'll suck you dry. You know, like Cardi B. Yeah.
I can't believe people fall for that
shit
in such a level.
because it sounds so good. You know, you're like, oh, I'm about to get a free Cadillac. You know, they manipulate too, right?
How?
The people, they lie to you. They'll say, oh, I got a free like Cadillac or something. But the only way to be profitable is if you have a strong social media. If you have like 50,000 to 100,000 followers, because I know this girl that has 50,000 followers, and she does Manette.
Next year, when me and Russell each have 50K, we're gonna start selling Herbalife.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that Herbalife. Because
why not?
Because you can trick people, you can manipulate.
Hey, you know, I don't know what we could sell because we're already on record saying that we'll never sell it, but
hey, man,
we'll sell anything.
You know, we're trying to manipulate the fans. You know what I'm saying?
Once me and him get, you know something?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm so tired. I feel like I just have no energy. But
I can keep rambling.
Russell's got this. Russell's carrying the podcast today. But
Yeah.
I was thinking of natural growth and how sometimes it's really difficult to achieve. So like me and Russell, for example, right now, right on our podcast page, we only have like 70 followers, something like
70, 80.
70, 60 or 70, 80, whatever. But the point is that they're all actual people that follow this back.
Yeah,
right?
they're not like just fakes.
And I was laughing because I was looking at this page called I'm a huge investor, you could say, in dumb shit. So like I'll buy I saw this thing called cuckoo covers. You know what that is?
Cuckoo covers?
Yeah, cuckoo covers. No?
Is that like a
so
a
it's
bird?
they sell I'll show you now. They sell
Is that a bird that does like song covers?
No, but it's really cool. What it is they sell covers for your credit card. And
I've seen them. I've seen a lot of
like
ads. Oh,
I actually have it loaded up. This is what it is. So it's like cuckoo covers. So
yeah,
I've seen
ads.
They sell like
I saw Louis Vuitton.
like this one, like
Supreme.
credit debit.
Yeah, the off-white one.
Yeah. So they sell like the Terry. If anyone knows the Terry Crews picture
one.
of him looking at you, they sell that,
That's
and you can
old
like
meme
and you
from,
can
like,
like paste it from like 2010
maybe.
Yeah, you can paste it on your card. It's like a little sticker, and that's cool as fuck in my opinion. It's $5, I believe, max.
Yeah.
And something that made me laugh though was I went to look them up on Instagram, and I was like, oh, let's see what they're looking like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they have 50,000 followers, and I was like, oh shit, like this is actually a legit company now,
Mm-hmm.
because they're selling ads, so you see it all over the place.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to their second to most recent post, and it had 400 likes.
Yeah.
And it said like, yeah, you know, enjoying the beginning of summer. And then the next post said, whoa, 50,000 likes, and it had
Oh, it's a big jump.
they jumped from
Oh, that's fake.
they jumped from like 400 likes to like 4,000
That's a
likes in
bit
one
sus.
picture.
That's very suspicious.
And all the other posts besides their most recent one has 100 likes, 200 likes, whatever. So they bought 45,000 followers, most likely.
Yeah, most likely.
And that just made me laugh because I was like, wow, like it just took all it. I was so happy for them until I realized that they were faking their numbers. And a lot of other companies do this. I'm calling out names, bro.
No,
There's also another company called
until you send us free shit, we're gonna keep calling you out.
There's another company called shit. You know what though? I actually like this company. I'm gonna buy some of their products. Anyway, there's a company.
Gotcha. Ass.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to call companies out then burn bridges, but there's a company.
Free shit first.
I'll tell you after what company it is, but it's a company that sells grooming products for men, and they're selling a type of shaver.
Is it manscaping?
I'm not gonna say what company it is.
Is it manscaping?
I'm telling you.
I feel like it's manscaping.
And this company had also same issue. They had like 400 likes on one page on one post, and the next post had like 5,000, and you can tell they had a huge social media jump, which is not going to be, it's not a legit jump. Like they actually bought followers, and those likes will eventually dwindle down and they'll have a ghost following is what happens. A lot of pages do this, and it just, I remember I was talking to one of my friends, Anna, when me and Russell wanted to start our shirt company. And the first thing she said was, do not buy followers.
Oh, of course.
She said, do not buy followers, because even though you want to, and it makes sense, it doesn't. It makes sense
what
for.
Is it? I mean, I guess the image.
For the image.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, 100% for the image.
Yeah.
But the problem is, eventually, you're just gonna have a dead following. Mm-hmm. It's like those YouTubers that have 4 million subscribers and only 40,000 views.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just dead people.
They're just dead people from like years ago.
Years and years ago. Like if you go to Wings
Machinima.
If you go to Machinima or you go to Wings Redemption's channel.
Holy shit.
He gets 20,000 views a video, but
I was looking at Tabes.
He has millions of followers. Yeah.
Or Tabes and White Boys.
And you know why they don't have any views? Because they stopped making videos for years.
Yeah. Well, some of them still do, but it's just they haven't been keeping up with the thing.
Yeah, or their algorithm.
Only use me.
The algorithm fucks him up. Guy? Dude, there's a video of him. He shit himself on live stream.
Why?
He was with Ice Poseidon.
On purpose? He just like...
No, he was so drunk. He's an alcoholic.
Oh, man. We're getting into some deep shit.
Yeah, Ice Poseidon in his stream.
Man. How'd they find him?
They're friends.
Oh.
And they're friends in quotation marks, and they got him so drunk that he pissed himself and shit himself, I think.
Pissed and shit and cum too?
No, he didn't come, but yeah. I think he pissed and shit himself on stream.
Damn, bro.
But yeah, so I was trying to say is that
dude, that's crazy.
Natural growth is much more difficult to achieve than fake growth.
I remember last time I checked Only Use Me Blade's channel. He had like a video of him fixing a car or something. I'm like, dude, that's not gameplay. Yeah. This isn't gameplay. It had like 1,000 views.
Yeah, that's what happens to a lot of people who don't keep up.
No, dude, people buy their shit. I know one of my friends, he's a rapper. I don't know if I should shout him out. Like, I guess.
To our 10 followers? Go ahead.
No, he has like 20,000.
No, to our 10 followers.
Oh, to our 10. Yeah, his name.
He should shout us out, bro.
Yeah, he should shout us out. What are you doing?
There's a difference.
Well, you should check him out. He's on Spotify and SoundCloud. His name's like Reels with like REALZZ. A guy from work.
REALZZ. Let's see if this dude exists and you got it right.
Yeah. On Spotify, but he just started uploading music. He just started. But he has like a good like social media like following. And he's the guy I told you. Like he's very connected. He's really cool. He's a really cool guy, nice guy.
He's black, right?
No, he's Spanish. Spanish guy.
He looks black.
What the fuck?
Okay, that was so racist.
The reason why I'm telling you this is because he has 20,000. He gets like 5,000 like likes, like a page, and he just came out with a song. You know, you guys should go listen to it.
Reels.
Yeah, 2 Z's.
2 Z's.
Yeah.
Reels official 27,000.
Yeah. But he was telling me about promotion, like how he got like a lot of followers and stuff. He does shows too. And he was telling me about like promotions and stuff like that. Like he would do the Instagram ads, and he would his crew would maybe like throw down like a couple dollars, and like I think it's like I don't know how much, but I don't know how promotions work, but you like select like an area where you want your ads to show.
Oh yeah, I think the way it works is you promote a post.
Yeah.
And I think you can promote in an area, and you can do it by clicks.
Yeah.
So people who actually click to your page.
So yeah, he's been going to different cities and just doing like a promotion there. You know, he'll like him and his crew will throw down like say there's 7 of them. They'll throw on $10 and $10 each day. So have like 7 days worth of like ad.
Facebook wanted to promote. Well, Facebook was like, "Hey, do you want to advertise this post for $4,000?" And I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Do you have a Facebook membership? Can I get a discount
Facebook,
on that?
what the fuck is going on?
Like, why are you asking?
Yeah. They were like, "Do you want to promote this post?" And I was like, "Oh, I was wondering, like, let's see how much it costs." And I was like, "Yeah, how about you promote this?" It wasn't for $4,000. It was like for $1,000 or $500.
$1,000.
Yeah. And I was like, "Whoa, like that's a lot of fucking money to put down."
What are they gonna give us, dude? A fucking new car?
They give you like
studio,
like an insane amount of like clicks.
Holy shit!
Yeah, some shit like that.
Might be worth it, dude.
Would it
give
be
a free hand
that's
job?
what I never understand. Like, what? When do you start promoting instead of focusing on the content? Because at a certain point, I feel like the content isn't enough. You have to put your shit out.
I think by episode 7.
So the last episode.
The last episode, the miniseries, the 7 episode miniseries.
No, because the previous episode was episode 7.
Oh no,
this is episode 8.
I think this is behind the scenes content.
So after episode 8, well, we should. I'm gonna start looking into that.
I mean, like maybe Instagram posts because like it's
cheaper. Instagram and Facebook are bought together.
Yeah,
so
I
made the 2 minorities. We didn't shout our shit out. The 2 minority. Well, anyway, yeah. Follow me, Christian.munioz and Brussels Ham, and at 2 minorities. And the 2 minorities thing, I made it a business thing.
Business one I saw.
But I still had to make a Facebook post about it.
Need that blue check, bro.
I wonder how much actual shit you need to like have a blue check.
No, I don't know. I think you just be well known. I seen
But
people
how many
with like
followers?
I seen someone with like 5,000 have a blue check.
But you can sell it.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people sell their blue checks. I don't know how it works. I've Googled it.
Isn't that weird?
I wanted to buy a blue check as a joke on my main
IG.
IG.
As a joke, yeah.
But it's like expensive as fucking. You have to buy another account. They don't like actually approve you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool as fuck to have a blue check.
Yeah.
That's the dream. Dude.
That would be a nice dream, dude. I love one on Instagram. I wouldn't give a shit about like Twitter or anything. I don't care.
Dude, Instagram would be the shit that would blue check.
Yeah, dude. Does that'd be, dude, you're official. You'd be balling. Like people would treat you like on another level.
I wonder what are the requirements. You have to have
I think you have to
have at least 15K.
I looked it up. I think you have to like you have to have a strong social media following.
That's literally what it says. It says like requirements: have a strong social media presence. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What's the limit, dude? Any IG.
There are girls that I know that have 120,000 and aren't verified.
Yeah, I know some girls. I mean, some of the Instagram models, air quote, have like millions in there, and they're not verified.
I feel like they're not trying though.
They're not trying. They don't need to.
But to request verification, all you need to do is like click a button.
You know, one of my friends has been waiting to get verified. I mean, he's kind of. I mean, not one of my friends, but one of my friends. I think he has a couple thousand, like maybe 50,000, and he tried to verify, and it's still.
I feel it takes months. It takes weeks and weeks and weeks, and I feel like they verify you if you're an artist or like a creator. If you're just like a random person that's like posting pictures, I feel like it gets really hard for them to verify you because they're like, who is this dude?
Who is
like what media are you producing besides selfies? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like if, for example, we got if we ever get we will. When we get to 20,000 followers, we should see if they can verify us. I doubt they will though. And if you fail the verification process, you have to wait like months to be able to request it again.
Why do they make things so complicated?
Because they want a select few to be only verified. But like I'm saying, I feel like, but I know for companies and content creators, they make it easier, I believe.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe so. Like it's easier to get verified if you're like a rapper.
Yeah.
Like Quadeca, it would be easier for Quadeca to get verified than Malu.
Oh, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
he makes stuff. Like,
he actually makes
stuff,
and when people look up like Malu, they'll find Malu. You know?
Yeah, of course.
They'll find fan pages and Malu, but if they look at Quedeca, you need to know which is the original Quedeca,
Of course.
so you can donate to him for support him, shit like that. You know?
Yeah.
Malu is just a girl.
Instagram thought.
Yeah, an underage Instagram thought, but
And-
the Quedeca like sometimes needs money, needs support, needs listens, and I feel like that's why they promote and they accept other people easier.
Well, technically, Malu makes music.
I mean, so does Riley Reid, but nobody listens to that shit.
No one listens. And Bella Thorne too. Ugh.
Both are, but yeah, we should start throwing advertising money.
Yeah,
I just feel like I need to learn
down.
how to we should start cutting our podcast more,
Cutting it.
like clipping it more.
Yeah, maybe
And posting it
a little
online?
bit.
But I don't know how to do it, dude. Like
Yeah.
I always want to put like edits in, and if I do that, I can't. It's complicated.
So yeah, it's a whole thing. And dude, I don't know, random thing. I was listening. Did you see my post on IG
Which one? The
about
Despacito.
Despacito?
Yeah.
I just really want to quickly just go over that. Is it just me or my ears?
I haven't heard that
games on me?
song on Apple Music ever.
Dude, I got on my from you know me.
Yeah.
For months I own that song. For like almost a year, maybe over a year. And I listen to that song every day. And then like recently, you know, I noticed it was a little bit different. You know, I'm like, oh, you know,
What's different about it though?
it's like the vocals, like the whole some lyrics maybe. It's like everything, dude. It's like a whole beat switch up, dude.
Lyrics.
I feel like the lyrics are different, dude.
No.
I feel like the
You're
tone
tripping.
of voice.
There's no way the
I
lyrics
swear
have changed.
on my mom's, dude.
How do
I
you think
swear-
the lyrics have changed
I
of the
don't
song?
know. I don't know. I feel like he's putting more Spanish into it. You know? I don't. If that
No,
makes any
Russell,
fucking
absolutely
sense.
not. You've
Dude,
lost
I was
your
like,
mind.
all right. So the first day I heard it, I was like, okay, you know, maybe my mind's playing games on me. You know, maybe it'll fix itself. You know, and then after a few more days, I listened to it. I'm like, wait, hang on, bro. Like I start listening to it some more, and I just feel like I'm listening to a whole nother song, and I've been listening to it nonstop this whole day, bro, trying to figure it out, man.
No, it's not changed at all.
Dude, it's like so new to me.
I
dude.
promise you that they have not changed the lyrics
Oh,
to
no.
Despacito.
Dude, Despacito's a slapper, dude. That shit slaps.
That song
shit
is
hits
too much
hard,
anymore
dude,
for
I
me.
swear. I don't know. It feels like a brand new song to me now. I'm like, damn, this shit's actually pretty good. I listen to that shit, dude. No one told me it was this good, bro.
It's that onset Alzheimer's that you have at 22.
Dude, I'm thinking about it.
I wonder if anyone can see this fucking. If anyone can see this is a picture of me and Russell
We need a 50-inch monitor.
as Joey, and we can start putting it on the TV. That'd be funny. That'd be pretty
we
funny.
should put like two separate
Two separate
photos.
monitors. Oh, two separate photos.
That'd be too distracting.
100%. Yeah, I put this in the middle because actually it's between us.
I think we should put a middle finger next time. Say fuck you to everybody. Fuck you all the fans, bro.
I don't want to start getting like just
Hey.
demonetized for no reason.
Oh, for sure.
Even though we're not being monetized.
What did I want to talk about? I feel like I had something to talk about. I really wanted. I feel like I had a topic to talk about, but just slipped away.
Well, are we at 2 hours?
Oh, you know what I want to say?
Am I calling it?
No, not yet.
What did you want to say?
Are we at 2 hours?
We're at 1:45.
Oh, I just wanted to talk about that. Did you see Antonio Brown?
No.
Dude, do you know who Juju Smith-Schuster is?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, like he was named like Steelers Player of the Year or something, and then
Mhm.
Antonio Brown like said something. He was like, you fumbled that ball, you costed us the whole postseason, and all that shit. And then Juju fucking fired back. He was like, keep your emotions off the internet, like and shit like that, dude. They're beefing now, bro. That's fucking.
If
crazy.
anyone didn't understand what Russell just said,
Yeah, I just acted like everyone knew.
yeah,
that.
like everyone knows who that is. Wait, you said Juju won it?
Juju won
No. Okay.
Steeler of the Year.
So Pittsburgh Steelers is an NFL team. Juju won Defensive Player of the Year or no?
Offensive.
Offensive, yeah. I thought you said defensive. He won Offensive Player of the Year, and then his teammate Antonio Brown
Well, he got traded to the
got
Oakland
traded
Raiders.
to the Oakland Raiders and got mad
Yeah,
that Juju fumbled the ball and cost them to put
yeah, and
Steelers to
he
playoff.
was like he won like
That's so
Player of the Year.
childish. That's so childish.
What do you think? Well,
That's childish as fuck.
I know, yeah.
Dude, if a teammate that you have won, well, I don't know. We did shit like that too. I remember still
The
on.
thing is, yeah,
I remember when we used to play basketball.
yeah,
We didn't hate. He's my friend, but the point guard of our team, or shooting guard, I guess you could say sometimes.
mm-hmm.
He thought he was this shit. He really did. But he
thought he was like a Steph Curry.
yeah, but he was good, like undoubtedly. But he would let it be known that he knew this. And so
what how would wait? I don't understand. Like, how would he do? You shoot a 3 and he'd like put his like.
no, he would talk
fingers
shit.
up?
Like when we were practicing, he would talk shit. Like, yeah, fuck all you, and then he would like score or whatever,
Oh my
and we would
God,
laugh.
so-
We would all do the same thing, but his was like extremely annoying for some reason. And I remember whenever we would vote MVP, we would just not vote for him because we were salty.
Yeah, no.
But because
it's
he
not
was
a leader.
annoying to play with
That's not a
sometimes.
leader.
Yeah, and yeah, I remember that we did some shit like that. So now that that's high school though. If you're in the NFL, you need to, get over it.
Yeah, because you're like teammates. Like you're not supposed to do that. But dude, I mean, you got to think about it like this though. They were 2 wide receivers. They're really good wide receivers, and they're going after each other. It's kind of like an alpha dog kind of thing.
I guess, yeah. When you're wide receivers against wide receivers, you kind of.
I feel like in the NFL or any sports team, dude, it's hard to have like really dominant people on one team sometimes, except for the Golden State Warriors. Like sometimes like you just want to be the alpha male, like Russell Westbrook or something. Like you can't really like that's why Durant left.
Well, that's when
the
you
reason
start
why
seeing
Durant
what do you care about, like your pride or your legacy.
Yeah,
Like Kevin Durant cared more about his legacy.
yeah,
He wanted a ring. So did LeBron.
yeah. But like I feel like people like Russell Westbrook is extremely hard to play with.
But I feel like that those are the people who end up like Charles Barkley, ringless.
Ringless, yeah.
Yeah, Westbrook is gonna be the next Charles Barkley.
Do you think he'll win a ring
No,
in OKC?
come on.
I don't understand why Paul George stayed.
That's like he's gonna be on a commentator booth in 6 years, 5 years.
It's kind of like LeBron, but like LeBron has one ring.
LeBron is a perfect specimen.
I know, but like if people don't want to go to LA. Did you hear that? Like no one wants to fucking join him in his Space Jam 2 movie.
You're saying you used to say that it was gonna be easy as fuck and that.
I know,
Dude,
yeah.
the Heat are gonna miss the playoffs too.
I know. Oh yeah, they're 9th seed, right?
They lost. No, they can still make it.
I mean, unless
It's still
who's up
possible.
there? The Pistons.
Detroit and Orlando, but
Oh, if
Detroit
they
lost their game the same day Miami lost theirs.
That'd be fine.
So in theory, if Miami wins all their games, we can still make it.
Would you want to see them in the playoffs?
Dude, might
Get
as well.
swept
Yeah.
The last few games.
I mean, we're not gonna fucking get a pick at this point.
You got to pick. Why?
They're not because they're
Oh,
ninth.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, the odds of getting a pick
That's a dumb
at
question.
ninth is like 4%, something like that. So at this point, fuck it, might as well get swept in the first round
I don't
against
know.
the Boston Celtics.
You think Warriors gonna win this year again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are they gonna go up against?
Bucks maybe. I don't think the Bucks have a
The
chance.
Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like the Bucks maybe.
Absolutely no way.
The Rockets.
No,
I don't
dude. There's no way that you're gonna beat Steph Curry, Clay,
think Draymond Green.
Draymond,
and
Draymond,
and
Durant.
Cousins.
This
Fucking Cousins, and they got Andrew Bogut back.
It's just
too.
not gonna happen. It's
got
not gonna
Andrew
happen.
Bogut.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm just like more excited for football, dude. I just want to see the draft coming up. I think that's gonna be fun.
So I can watch the Dolphins suck another year.
I think they're gonna draft a quarterback. No,
Well, we already have this dude. The Dolphins signed Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
He's not gonna. He's 35.
Do you know how
36.
mad I'm gonna be if they draft another fucking
They're
quarterback?
gonna have to.
No.
They're not gonna keep Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No,
for
but
the
they
whole
already
year.
drafted a quarterback years ago that we kept for half a decade.
Okay.
Other than shit.
Do you know what the Arizona Cardinals are doing?
What?
They just drafted one last year, Josh Rosen, which I think he was a really good quarterback. But he did like kind of okay last season, and everyone wants to trade him. And they said that the Arizona Cardinals are gonna draft another quarterback this year. 2 fucking rookie quarterbacks, first round.
I'm trying to build the dynasty.
Damn, but dude, you can't draft 2 quarterbacks back to back like that. That's so bullshit.
That is kind of offensive to your first rookie
Dude,
too.
I mean, look at Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. Their first 2 year was shit. Their second year was better. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, you know.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm excited though. I'm excited to watch playoffs and football.
Hopefully. Anyway,
Yeah.
I guess I'll call this lazy ass podcast where I was so fucking tired. I apologize, people. Oh,
We'll get better.
We'll get better.
We'll do better.
It's our 8th episode out here. We don't even know.
We don't even know.
Wait till we're on. Wait till we're.
talk about Uzi, but we'll talk about it next time.
We'll talk about it next time. I still have to fucking figure this out. How we have to
Still have a lot of
edit
stuff
everything.
to talk about.
Well, we're trying to cap our podcast to 2 hours, either way.
Yeah, for sure.
So y'all don't get excited and don't freak out when we post a 3-hour one. Anyway, we'll be better. What episode is the next one? Episode 9?
Episode 9.
On episode 10, I really wanted to do a drunk podcast with you for episode 10.
Episode 10. That would be maybe like next week.
Probably.
All right. Yeah, let me know.
We might get drunk for episode 10, so y'all
Maybe.
can laugh at us. Anyway, I forgot my sign off. That's how tired I am.
Is there an official sign off?
Well, no, I just say the same shit when I.
All right, guys.
Yeah, it's anyway. Have a good night, day, afternoon, whenever the fuck you guys are seeing this. And are you not gonna say anything again?
No, I'm not gonna say anything again.
That's 2 episodes in a row. Where you haven't
2
said
episodes
anything.
in a row. I'll think of something next time.
So think of something for the 9th one. Anyway,
For sure.
peace.
All right. Peace. Oh wait. Nah.
What?
I was gonna say, dude, I want to give a shout out to Johnny, really quick. Can I do that?
I mean, yeah, we're still
Oh, okay,
recording.
cool. Yeah, I want to give a shout out before we go. To Johnny, Whiskey Blue 10 on YouTube, bro. He just reached 300 subscribers. Yeah, dude. Like, congratulations, man. That's great. Hopefully, you can shout us out on your channel.
The face he just made. Oh my god! Everyone zoom in on his face whenever he said that again.
Shout us out, Johnny, please.
Yeah, Johnny, shout us out.
All right, cool.
Anyway, once again, I'm just gonna say peace.
Peace. Bye. Later.